Hello. No, that's the wrong thing. No. Yeah, there we go. Hi, how's it going? So smooth. I even looked at the button. I was like, I'm going to press that one. Wrong one. Completely wrong one. Hi. Hey, Merlin. How's it going? I actually just drank. I've got a bit of a tickly throat and a cough. Hi. How are we all? We're going to dive straight in because, as per usual, I got a lot to paint. So, what are we doing? What are we working on? Kingsguard. Dragon Kingsguard, which isn't their name. It's just I thought it would be cool. I thought it would be a cool name, so that's what I've called them. These I've got 6 of these to do, and this is for the salute diorama, which is getting there. I've got 1 month and 8 days until salute, and I'm confident question mark that I can do it. I got a commission to do in that time as well, and I need to film at least 1 more of the models for a tutorial. Apart from that, I think we're good. I think maybe. Merlin, got your computer working again? Yeah. All the hype. If I turn this round, will it crash on me? Hang on. No, if I do it carefully, it won't. Okay, so that is where we're up to on the terrain, on the actual diorama piece. This central section, I say this, I've got my mouse pointing, but you can't see that. The central section, which is no, that bit there of the sewer is done. The rest of the sewers just need a couple of touch-up bits and then weathering, and then they're done. And then the rest is just, yeah, it needs painting. So, yeah. And then all the models left in that tub there above the 5 boxes. Lots to do, but I think it's doable. But today, we're going to be working on these. These are going to have the same paint scheme as the King, because they're the Kingsguard, and it makes sense. So, you're this, that, red cloaks, and then I think the dragon scales on the back. I think all the dragon scales should be the same colour as this blue. I think so. Merlin got caught in the ads. No. Now, can I remember which gold I used? Yes. I think it was Aztec gold, and then a wash of rattling grime, thinned rattling grime. I think. But now I'm looking at it, I don't think that's the case. That's not good. I didn't write that down. Was it? Was it Aztec gold? I'm going to try it and we'll see. Ruh-roh. Okay. It'll be fine. Right? Is that the same? Oh, also my brush is still broken as well. It does does that. It's pinned, but it does go at a weird angle sometimes. So, all right, okay. Hopefully, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say that's the. Is it? I don't think it is. Is there green in that colour? I'm not convinced there is. I think I used a different gold. I think I used... I can't remember what paint I used. This is bad. Hang on. Alright. Was it glittering loot? It might have been glittering loot. I don't think it was Hot Like Gold. I think it was Glittering Loot. This is why you write your paint schemes down. That looks... maybe? No, I think it's Aztec Gold. I think we're Aztec Gold. We're gonna go Aztec Gold. Yeah, which doesn't taste nice. Alright, put him to one side. I really hope I really hope it's Aztec Gold. So, gold armor all over. And then I mean it's mostly gold armor. There is a little bit of flesh here and there. But I want these to stand out from the standard warriors as much as possible. I may not speak as much as usual, purely because, and I apologise if this grosses anyone out. For the last week, I've had a mouth ulcer, but not usually. You know, you usually get them around your teeth and things like that if something's irritated. I've got one on my tonsil, which I've never had before. My God, it's annoying. I cannot stress that enough. Stress how annoying an ulcer on your tonsil is. You can feel it in your ear. Oh. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about it, but it does mean that when I speak, it irritates it. Did I miss the support? Are you going to see that on diorama? No, you're not. Where this guy is going, you're not going to see it. Are we on camera? Yes, we're on camera. Is that the right... I'm not convinced if that's the right colour. Was it golden armour? Have I messed this up? I don't think it was golden armour, because that's... Maybe it was glittering loot. Hang on. Right. There's a way to test this. We get some rattling grime, we thin it down. Alum, over on YouTube, join the Patreon just for the Dark Angels PDF. Oh, great. Thank you very, very much for the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I literally just put out another PDF, not PDF, sorry, video, Patreon exclusive video earlier for the Avatar of Rage. Yeah, it wasn't out. It wasn't. It wasn't Aztec Gold. I want to say glittering loot. You better try it out later today. Awesome, awesome, very cool. If you're still a member of the Patreon, then feel free to suggest different tutorials in the future. I'm always open to suggestions. Right, okay. I'm trying to match this. I think it's not Aztec Gold. Is it golden armor? I don't think it's golden armor. I think it's glittering loot, which is very annoying. I vaguely remember looking at Aztec Gold when I was painting the... let's see if I can get most of this off. When I was painting the king the first time round. I was like, yeah, I don't really want that green hue to it. Come on, let's get this. Let's see if it's wet enough. Yeah, there we go. The advantages of reactivating speed paint with water. So if you mess it up, you can just soak the model and you get the paint off. We don't need to get it all off, just take it back as much as we can. It saves me respraying. I'm gonna go with glittering loop. I looked at them like 30 seconds before I went live and I was like, I can't remember what paint I used. Alright. I'm making a decision. It's going to be glittering loop. We're going for it. I mean, you just got to put a lot on the model, on the palette. Even if it's not, it doesn't need to. They don't need to match the king. The king can have fancier armor. I don't know that brush. That brush is gone. For detail work, at least. It's either Merlin's computer has crashed again and died, or this is a really long advert that they're stuck in. Yeah, I think it was that. Cool, we're gonna go with that. We're going with that. Just noticed a little bit of red on there. Go. I'm not worried about the bases, I'm not doing any basing. These are on bases just so I can paint them. Everything is going to be pinned onto the diorama. I thought about putting everything on bases just so it would give me options in the future if I wanted to use the buildings for something else, but I kind of just want it to be an existing piece, you know. And after Salute, I kind of want to put it on the wall. Get some perspex cut, especially for it to encase it. And it will just be a really long wall decoration. You asked me something, finishing off some work. No, I was just wondering. Because you said, "Oh, I'm stuck in ads," and then you went quiet. I'm glad you managed to figure out your computer. What was wrong with it in the end? So yeah, we've got a lot of gold armor, some details. I don't think any of them have got armor around their upper arms, so we need to put some skin tone in for that. You've learnt a lot, let's leave it at that. Okay, fair enough. You've been through trials, shall we say. Merlin, are you going to Salute? I know it's a long way for you, but I didn't know whether you could make it. It's a long way for one day for you. Never been to Salute. When dude, you'd love Salute. Salute is the 12th of April, so in a month and a bit. It's in London at the Excel Centre. Brian and Hedgehog are helping me on the stall. I got my wristbands. Well, I got two of the 3 wristbands. So I need to get the 3rd one on the day. Do I do the whole helmet gold? Yeah. No, yeah, it's gold. Never thought I'd base coat with my smallest brush, but here we are. Quite gotten used to painting almost everything with this size of brush. It gives you a lot of control. 9-hour coach? Ouch. I need to travel the entire Friday and the entire Sunday. Yeah, that's a bit. And also accommodate, like, you're in London accommodation unless you have friends or family you could stay with. Yeah, that's a bit of an ouch. It's a great event, but well, I've only been there as a vendor. But yeah, I don't know whether it's worth 2 days full travel for. Hey, Esme. Salute isn't worth it for that. No, I don't think so. I not for 2 days of travel. Are you going this year? You got your train tickets? Yeah, awesome. I will see you there. Swing by the booth. Do I want gold on the... Okay, so I want gold on this section and the center of the blade, and then silver around the edge. Last time I went down, it was fine because I went to see windrows. Yeah, I mean... Salute starts at, I want to say 10, maybe 9, and then goes until 4 or 5. So it's an all-day event, and like it's day. So yeah, it's not worth the travel, mate, for you. £26 on the train. Oh, that's from you though. You're relatively compared to Merlin. You're right next to it. Yeah, I think I'll do that. This detail around here, and then the shaft of the spear. Yeah. Call it spear. We'll go dark wood. house, I think. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to getting this done, but also the hour before Salute actually opens, when the booth is all set up, the lights are going, and I can take a couple of nice videos. I'm really looking forward to seeing it all come together. I have a new banner to sit above the stand. I bought the lads' t-shirts today. Ticket is cheaper than the guys going from Essex. Oh, you want a main line then? I'm assuming. So yeah, let's do it like that. I think that's all the gold I want to do. Oh no, it's back of the central bit of the spear. Main London, Scotland. Oh, right, okay, yeah, dirt cheap then. Well, cheap. Mine's a main line, but it just takes forever. I can't remember the last time I got a train, actually. Okay. Last time I was actually on public transport. Oh, okay, that's pretty good, man. What you need, my friend, is a car. Yeah, I mean, it takes me 3 hours to get to Cardiff, or just over 3 hours to get to Cardiff, and I'm in a different country. Wales is pretty much entirely A and B roads. Yeah, it is. Apart from what's the motorway that kind of goes past Cardiff? That doesn't go. Does it go all the way up and round, or does it stop at some point and just turn into an A road? It stops at the M4. That's it. Yeah. My dog's limbs are in every... What is going on with your... Oh, right, okay. That looks really weird on camera, dog. I could see 3 feet, but only 2 legs, and it was very confusing. think that was supposed to be that colour. No, it wasn't. Okay, alright. To touch that up. Gaz, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, you're. It's easier for you to get Dublin than London. Just get some snorkel gear. You'll be fine. Oh, Esme, I really enjoyed your Bushido 3D print that you posted. I think, did you post it today or the other day? That's a really nice model. Lovely paint job. The sword was great. I'd love to give that model a go at some point. Could you DM me where you got the file? Oh, sorry, is my music too loud? Really? Or is it your music? Oh, my mic is quiet? Okay, hang on. Is that better? That should be better. Whack the gain up. Now bring the mic closer. Is that better? That should be a little better. Can you say again? Yeah, I was just wondering if you could DM me where you got that file from for the Bushido model. Sorry guys, I didn't know my mic was quiet. Is the music too loud? Yeah, the music's quite loud actually. That might have reset itself. There we go. That should be better. Oh, I thought it was a 3D print. Sorry, I don't know why I thought it was a 3D print. I must have misread. It is a print. They switched to 3D print, but you buy the print. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they did that. So Bushido aren't doing metal models anymore. They're 3D printing everything. See, this is where I thought it was going. More and more companies going to jump on that. It costs too much, yeah. Yeah. Metal models, I think, apart from like very specialist stuff, I think they're gonna go completely. If nothing else, it's way too much to ship the metal with the weight. But I think metal cast miniatures are just, they're gonna go the way of the dodo. Spend over £300 last few months buying as many metal models before they vanish. Ah, okay, so they're slowly discontinuing, are they? You've got on a massive buying spree. Okay, just the details for the spear. The brush is getting a little bunged up. New stuff coming out straight as a print. Old stuff getting converted, with the exception of stuff that is no digital model. Okay. Oh, what? So the really old, you know, green stuff or traditionally sculpted models. Are they going to get what redone? It's probably not a bad thing if they get redone, because I can imagine the sculpts are pretty dated by now. Hill stuff's your favourite? It's I think the old stuff has definitely got, and this is in general for a lot of companies, it's got that charm to it. I prefer newer looking stuff. I'm not a massive fan of metal models, but yeah, it's definitely got a charm to it. Like I'm mucking around with a lot of Warlord models at the moment, and I've worked on their metal stuff before, and it's, I think because it was all older sculpts, because they're converting everything from metal to resin now, but they're just taking the old sculpts and just resin casting it rather than 3D printing. And Warlord are, you know, they were massive in metal production. Do you know if many of the Griffin Gaming crew are going to salute? Oh, they've got a stand, haven't they? Have they got a stand this year? I think I saw their stand on the list. They do. Awesome. Okay. I don't know whether I'm going to get a chance to go and have a look. I probably won't. I have no idea how busy my stand will be, because I'm not selling physical things. It's more of a display stand and then chatting to people. So I have no idea how busy it will be. It'll be intriguing. This one's a bit of an unknown for me. Money can be exchanged for goods and services, absolutely. But I mean, all payments on the day will be going through the website. You know, people will be encouraged to go and look at the website, and then if they've got any questions, they can ask. With a, you know, with a discount code, of course. But half the stand is going to be focused on Patreon stuff and advertising that side of stuff, side of the business. I'd like to go salute, but it's not on the cards this year. Had too much on. Oh yeah, how was Phoenix's course? Was it good? It's got a belt buckle that will throw some gold on. It was great, though he was a little confused that everyone was so well behaved because he got through his material. Oh, really? So was there a little bit of thumb twiddling at the end? Everyone was so well behaved. What was he expecting? A rowdy group? Expected more abuse. Brilliant. The stream won't just be painting gold, I promise. I just need to crack through the base coats. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm very impressed with the Speedpaint metallics. Their coverage is insane. Good work, Melon. Good work. That's what I like to see. I don't have a problem being mean to Phoenix at the moment. He put a song in my head earlier because one of his Facebook or Instagram stories. Okay, helmet, and then spear. Oh, shoulder pad as well. Kind of getting used to my broken brush. Just sitting at a weird, slightly weird angle. But still works, it's fine. It's got bristles and handle, it's a brush. Might not be the right angle, but it's fine. Come to Salute would be more doable if planned in advance to stay with 3 of you somewhere, maybe next time. I mean, if we had the space, you'd be welcome. But I managed to find a. It's not a 3-bedroom. It's a flat, about 15-minute drive from the Excel Centre, which is insanely close and very, very useful. And it was dirt cheap. It was like 95 quid for the night, which I did book this last year, to be fair. Because I was like, oh my god, I found something and it's cheap and it's affordable. But I think there's one double bed, a tiny sofa, and I don't think there's enough room to put an airbed out. So I don't know how we're going to manage that. Someone legitimately might be sleeping in the bath, if there is a bath. I don't think there's a bath, actually. Yeah, I don't know how. And all 3 of you in that bed, right? Dude, we're going to rock up and figure it out. I have no idea. Where's Danny? Danny's not going. I don't think. Or if Danny's going, Danny's not staying with us. Alright, I'm just going to grab some white and touch up a bit that I shouldn't have painted gold. Danny comes to things we go to, he inevitably ends up somehow staying with us. There is no room. Absolutely not. And I'm only there for one night. It's going to Steve's the night before, staying there to break up the journey, picking Steve up. It also means I don't have to pay for his fuel as well, which is good. Then we're going to go straight to XL, set up, get to accommodation after it's free parking time. Bran meets us at XL, I think, is the plan. And then leave first thing in the morning, and then I drive back to Cornwall via Steve's. Oh god, that's going to be so long. Okay, alright. It'll be fine. That is a 6-hour drive. 6 and a bit hour drive. Salute is extremely small compared to Expo. Oh, yeah. Expo's massive. But Salute is the biggest, like, tabletop version in Europe. But compared to Expo, it's tiny. Well, Salute maxes out at... I don't know what it's at the moment. Or in recent years. It used to be 6,000 people. But that is in, like, one day. So it's quite compact. And it's in a smaller space. I'd love Expo. Oh, dude, I've worked Expo before. I'd love to go back to Expo. Expo was great. Oh, I don't know, actually. Expo might be too many people for me now. UK Games Expo for some of those for those of you who are wondering. Arknace, hey, how's it going? Where is this? Where is from this miniature? So these models can be found on my web store, alchemistmodels.com, and they are under the name of. It's not what I've titled the stream. Hang on, I will find fantasy units. They are in the fantasy units, alchemistmodels.com, and then they are the Order of the Dragon. And go here. Sculpted by Lion Tower Games, so alchemistmodels.com, and then Order of the Dragon. I'm painting 6 of them. You can buy them in 10s or 20s. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, they're great models. They're really, really nice models. I do some more from the same range. So we've got the... Oh, where's the army set? Somewhere there is an army set. Fantasy army sets. There we go. Go to the thing. Kingdom of Talarius. So these are sculpted with a kind of Final Fantasy style to them. Like fantasy, but like, yeah, there's definitely some Final Fantasy styling to them. They're nice models. I'm French and live in France. I can buy it to... okay. I'm afraid I don't ship to EU countries. Very, very sorry. It's because of a... Sorry, hang on. It's because of a new rules that came in the end of last year, basically about export and import into Europe, and it priced me out of the market, unfortunately. Have you not fulfilled the extra bureaucracy yet? I'm not going to, Merlin. It's not going to be a thing. I can't afford it. So for unless they change the rules, I can't. I've been priced out of the EU market, which I didn't think was going to have that much of an impact, but I was wrong. It's hit a little harder than I thought it was going to, for me personally. It's too bad I searched for Goblin for the game. For Old World. What's out there for Old World? 3D prints, Old World Goblins. France, we have difficult to find players. Oh, what for Old World? Do you have a difficulty finding players? Goblins. There's definitely stuff out there, but I am completely drawing a blank, I'm afraid. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that much of a player. I haven't played Old World. I am getting back into the gaming side of things, but I haven't played a Warhammer game for a while, or a Games Workshop game. I'm more of a painter now. But yeah, I know that Old World is not as popular as I think they were hoping. It was kind of predictable. But I think it's one of those games that is, if you are invested in it, or if you have a load of Old World stuff, it's great, and you want to kind of relive your childhood, essentially. If you're a gamer of that age, it's full of nostalgia. But I don't think it's very new player friendly. It's also far more popular than they were guessing. I cannot even find some of them because they kept running out of stock. What are you trying to find, Merlin? Oh, the biggest terrain kit. Well, what's the biggest terrain kit for Old World now? Is it the big, oh, the thing with the giant telescope on the hill? Do they still do that? I can't remember whether that's an outdated model now. Yeah, but Old World, I was very tempted because I used to play Warhammer Fantasy quite a lot. I didn't play it right up until the end, but I think I played until 7th, 8th edition maybe. I stopped playing when Magic got ridiculous, which I think was in 8th. I played a lot of kind of 5th and 6th edition. And I really, really enjoyed it. It was one of my favourite games. But I can understand why the more modern game, more modern player might not like it. Because those games were long. Or they could be quite long. Oh, the fortified manor. Oh, that's tiny. Oh, that one, right? Okay. Yeah, no, they must have discontinued the one I'm talking about. Sorry if my English was bad. I try my best. No, not a problem. I understand what you're saying. It's absolutely fine. I'm just glad you're speaking English, because if you were speaking French, I would have no idea. I would maybe get one word out of 50. I haven't spoken French for years. And I speak French in a very loose terminology. Your other option is if you can find a local 3D printer or a 3D print company in the EU or even in France that take custom orders. If you can find files that you like, you can probably get someone to do you like a custom print, maybe. Hang on, Vive Alchemist models, c'est le milieu. Live? Hold on, Vive is live, I think. I don't know what milieu is. What's milieu? No, I'm rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Well, in GW put an article with long live to Alchemist models is the best. Thank you, it's very kind. I got live. I got that bit. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's the other thing. They've made the armies. Okay, so I have issues. I have issues with GW in general. It's not like they're going to send me free models anytime soon. But if they start sending me free models, then I might have to change my tune a little bit. But I didn't understand, and I don't understand their thought process of Old World, because when the reason Old World failed, or Warhammer Fantasy failed in the first place, was it cost too much to make an army. You needed too many models to actually do it, compared to 40k at the time. But when they announced the Old World, I and I've mentioned this many times before, I thought they were going to bring back Warmaster, not Epic, sorry, Warmaster, the 10 mil or 6 mil back and then fantasy range. I thought, oh, we'll do Old World but small scale, specialist game, especially since they were doing kind of Necromunda and Blood Bowl and various things like that. I thought, oh, we're going to bring back Warmaster, that'd be quite fun. But when they were like, no, it's 32 mil or 28, 32 mil, And then they said, oh, you're going to have bigger armies than before. It just seemed to me that they were instantly shooting themselves in the foot. I get it, big armies are cool, but it comes with a price point. And a lot of the stuff isn't resculpted. It is the old sculpts, and some of those are very dated. But you know, it's nostalgia. I think they are. The whole thing is working off nostalgia, which there's nothing wrong with. I think if I was to ever pick up Old World, I'd more likely go back to an older edition, like 5th or 6th edition, because I really enjoyed how it played. It was nice. Bretonnians have mold line issues for sure. Oh, I mean, things like the Bretonnian archers, those are old models now. They're old models. And the issue is hey Stinger, how's it going? If you're going to bring out new models, which they did for Bretonnians and Tomb Kings, they had the newer style sculpts, which looked phenomenal, which looked great, really, really, really great. But then you put them with the older, especially the old Tomb King skeletons, which were the chunky skeletons, which are a complete mismatch to the newer sculpts. It just looked odd. Do you like or admire a sculptor from GW like the Perry brothers? Perry twins haven't sculpted for GW for years. I don't think they do their own stuff. They do historicals because they're big into historicals. I don't know specific sculptors from GW. Oh no, sorry, I tell a lie. I actually used to know one personally, Steve Buddle. I think he's still there. I know he sculpted a lot of the Necrons, or the older Necrons, Trays in the Infinite and that kind of stuff. Specific sculpts I'm more a fan of. I really like all of the new Imperial Guard stuff, like all the Deathcore stuff of Krieg is really nice. All of the newer goblins for Age of Sigmar, absolutely gorgeous. Love the new Doom Diver, very, very cool. Warlord, yeah. So I've recently gotten into bolt action from Warlord. I'm doing an escalation league at a local club, making a British army. I'm really enjoying getting back into gaming in that sense. I've been playing a lot of skirmish games. I play a lot of games that aren't GW. Mr. Badger, hey Badger, how's it going? GW should be sponsoring you. Made me buy all the contrast paints. To be fair, I don't actually use contrast that much anymore. I mainly use Speedpaints. I won't say no to an Army Painter sponsorship. Especially if they want to send me all their I say all their Fnatic paints, but I've got some and I just use Speedpaints. Almost everything I do, I worked on this for a little commission for someone. That's all Speedpaints. I think the only thing that isn't Speedpaints is I made a watered down Rattling Grime wash to go over all the metal stuff. So this is from, I don't even know what this is from. This is from a Kickstarter that was focusing on D&D characters with disabilities. So I think the idea is every model has either a prosthetic limb or something like that. Some of them I haven't spotted what they all are yet, but yeah, this is a fun little dwarf guy. It's a very, very nice model. So I'm just working on those for for the owner of the shop who is running this bolt action event. What's time? Oh god, it's 7 o'clock already. Oh god, I spent an hour doing just gold. I'm sorry if this is boring, guys, from a painting point of view, but it's just something that needs to happen. I thought about painting one of the character models, but I that's going to need a little bit more thought from my point of view on that model. And it's going to include some weird drying times as well. I don't say... Oh, the Raptors. Yeah, the Raygun Raptors are great. Raygun Raptors. I was thinking about doing a diorama for the Raygun Raptors for Salute, but I went for this fantasy route instead. I don't sell the STLs, no, I'm afraid. So all of my all the stuff on my website is licenses that I have to sell the physical print, not the STL, I'm afraid. Possible, Stinger, possible. I'm due to be playing games with some friends, so I must take my leave. No worries. It's just chatting stream. It is just chatting stream. No worries, Merlin. Lovely to see you in chat as always. Have fun playing games. What games are you playing? Tell me quickly before you go. Yeah, nice. Thank you very much for the swinging by. I was just about to say, I stream every week. I don't stream every week. I try and stream every week, but it's looking like every fortnight now, every 2 weeks. But it's always on a Tuesday evening. And I try to do every Tuesday evening, but it just doesn't work out sometimes. Right, just this shoulder pad to do. Haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, you did meet my twin. Yeah, you met Bran. Stinger, are you... Wait, where are you based? No, you're not based in the UK, are you? I was going to ask if you were going to Salute, because then you see both the twins in one place. Can I ask you last question? Yeah, absolutely. No, but if you have any questions about what I'm doing, then please feel free to ask. Or you know, the hobby in general. I will answer if I can, if I'm able to. Oh, you are? Yeah, of course you're on the UK. Why did I think you weren't? Oh, Northern Ireland part. Right, okay, that's, yeah. UK, but not mainland. Yes. I gotcha. Are you going to Salute? Merlin, Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel on the Switch. Friend bought a Switch Lite to play. Oh, that's awesome. Enjoy, Merlin. I hope you have a great time. I'm not saving myself a... Oh, SMC. Yeah. When... Oh, that's in October, isn't it? I think I'm on holiday in October. Oh, no. So what was your favourite army when you were a kid or young versus now? Ooh, fantastic question. All right, okay. Since you were talking about Old World, I'm going to keep it to Old World because I play 40k as well. But... Old World, there were two answers. There's two answers for the favourite army. It was Vampire Counts, not Undead, but specifically Vampire Counts, and Skaven. Absolutely love both of those. If I went back to playing Old World, it would be one of those two armies. And when I think that might be one of the reasons why I'm not, is because both those armies just aren't in Old World, or not really. So when they and I. Don't know why, like they're two of the most Skaven especially, two so popular, but I suppose they're focusing more on Skaven for Age of Sigmar, whatever. Versus now, what am I playing now? So not for 40k, but I've got a one-page rules Battle Sister army, which is essentially Sisters of Battle. I'm really enjoying them. If I was to start 40k again, which I'm not going to, but from a model point of view, I've got actually the Combat Patrol, the old Combat Patrol for Gene Stealer Colts. And I think the Gene Stealer Colts have got some of the best sculpts across their range. I don't think there's a model that I don't like in that entire range. I really enjoy it. You and Brad had a few beers. Old school Lizardmen for you? Yeah, old school Lizardmen. What, are we talking like the old Lizardmen and Bretonian starter set? Like that old? What about you, Arknice? What's your favourite army? Like, the new Lizardmen are really, really nice, don't get me wrong, but something about the old metal Stegodon and the old metal Slan. 40 next year, Alki, so when I was... Well, I mean, you're only 5 years older than me. 4 years older than me at the moment. So when you were a child, so yeah, it would have been second edition? Hang on. Fantasy Battlefield... third edition. Second or third edition, whichever one was the Lizardmen versus Bretonians in the starter set, 1998. Yeah, so I think that's I can't remember. When I was a kid, it was Bretonian and Imperial Guard and 40k. Yeah, I never actually ended up with a Bretonian army, but I always loved the Green Knight. I've got a 10mm Bretonian little force. That's actually part of the display for Salute. But yeah, I also played 40k as well, and I had an Imperial Guard army. Imperial Guard were pretty up there for me. I really like Demon Hunters, but not the Grey Knight side of things. I think, was it actually called? Yeah, they were called Demon Hunters, but it was, or the Witch Hunters or something like that, and it was more focused on the Inquisition because they had more interesting models. I've never been a fan of Space Marines. I've had a Deathwing army because I found they were quite interesting, but I've never been really a Space Marine fan. Skaven are great. Skaven are great. Like, who doesn't like chaotic rats? Skaven are absolutely fantastic, and the new sculpts for Skaven for Age of Sigmar are chef's kiss. Third edition, thank you, Stinger. Yeah. Third edition is when I kind of was interested in fantasy, and I started to play around with it, but I really started to play when it hit 4th edition, because I got the starter set was the Orcs versus the Empire, and I got that, and that was, I think I got the 40k starter set first, but I really got into fantasy in around 4th and 5th. Munchie, hey Munchie, welcome in. I'm in a lot of game, not much GW because I love narrative game, and I have an issue for their price. Yes, I have the same issue. I was looking at their new releases earlier because I like to keep up to date with what's up, and the new Imperial Guard, like the Hells, whatever the new command group, like the narrative character command group is, gorgeous models, absolutely gorgeous models, but 50 quid for 5 models is way too much. Way too much. And then you play for their expert kits, where not their Forge World kits or ex-Forge World kits. 25 quid for one model. One small 28mm model it's just too much. It's just too much. Scary looking back at the fact that that was 27 years at this point. Stinger, don't. Stinger, don't. You're going to make me feel old. So, I mean, I have 3D printers. I print most things. Unless it's a company that I particularly want to support. Or, you know, with this shop that I'm painting those models for, and we're doing the bolt action, I could print everything that I'm going to, but I want to support the store, so I'll buy some of the models. I'll buy the ones that I want. I don't mind doing that. But for things like Games Workshop, I'll always look for the cheapest possible price. I'm very interested in the new Kill Team box with the again, it's kind of the Witch Hunters Demon Hunters, Inquisitor people really like. I'm not too fussed about the Chaos side of it, but I like box sets where every model is individual. That's why I don't like Space Marines. The pricing's insane. Yeah, absolutely. I was very hyped for the new Goblin, but I see the prices. Sorry, dude, but that's bad. I haven't seen the prices. I know it will annoy me. The Doom Diver, I know, is going to be, what, 50 quid minimum? I don't know what that, in euros, that's, what, 50, 60 euros, something like that. It's going to be that at least, because it's a big kit, and it's a very impressive kit. And to be fair, the bigger kits, I don't really have a problem with them being more expensive. It's for the single character miniatures when they're charging £30 for one model. I find it hard to justify that in my head. Oh, you've got all your old metal stuff, haven't you, Munchie? Yeah. I always end up bashing GW's prices because, yeah. The thing is, I for those of you new here, I used to work in a mold room as a mold maker for a miniatures company, so I know how much it costs to make a resin model. It costs pennies. Yes, you've got the sculpting. Yes, you've got the tool. Not even the tooling, but yes, you've got the sculpting, and marketing and everything like that. I get it. Yes, but GW could half the price of their expert kits, the single miniature expert kits, and still make a profit. If they're not, something's terribly wrong. And yes, they've got much bigger overheads, but they're also making a lot of money. So, shrug. Like the fool I am, I thought I was going to be able to paint 6 models in this stream. Of course I'm not. That would be ridiculous. Munchie, I saw that you're not able to make it to the next bolt action session. My very soul is crying at this. The hobby is a big part of your life, but that's not all your life. Thank God we can't follow 80. Can't follow for a big hero goblin. 80, yeah, 80 euros for a... I think what I take issue with is the Horus Heresy stuff massively. You know, £30-40 for one model, and the casting is not great. I'm sorry, but it's not. So yeah, it's way too much for not enough product. So yeah, that's why I've kind of moved away into other game systems. Also, I don't particularly like I don't like playing 40k. I haven't done for a while. I'm a big fan of one-page rules. I will shout about one-page rules till the cows come home. Absolutely love it because it's cheap and affordable, and they know what they're doing, and it's a good rule set, and it's fun. If you have, you don't even need the 3D printed stuff. If you've got any kind of models, it's a miniature agnostic game. I haven't done the belt on that one. Gutted, can't miss my mate's birthday. Oh no, I totally get it. Totally get it. We'll just have to play some games at a later date then. After after Slew, after April, or after mid-April, I'll have a lot more, in theory, a lot more free time, so I can meet up and do some games at some point. But until between now and the 12th of April, I am busy. Still love GW, but I don't understand that politics. Yeah, no, I absolutely get it. Absolutely get it. And there are some great models. They are putting out some gorgeous sculpts, and there will be things where I'm just like, yep, I'm gonna pick that up because I would want to work on it. And especially again after Slew, I'm going to be pushing the Patreon really hard, so I will be needing to paint GW models. Totally get that, and I don't want to paint GW models, but there will be things that I will want to paint for the Patreon, but until it starts making, making some serious more money, I just won't be able to afford some of the models to work on. I'm gonna have to set a budget, a monthly budget of like, these are the models that I can buy officially rather than printing. Everything else is just gonna have to make do. Got a new shop we can go to, yeah, although none of the bolt action games are going to be in that shop. Hilariously. Because it's too small. It's a very cool shop. It's a very, very nice shop. But yeah, you can't get a lot of big gaming tables in there. Oh, you won some magic boosters, didn't you? Was it magic boosters you got? Are you going to get suckered into magic? No, it's not big enough for all of us. But when the weather clears up, we can have some garage games. Time. 20 past. I'm pushing this gold as far as I can go without putting some more on the palette. Hello, bot. You can go. How do I do that again? I can't remember how to do this. That. There we go. Cool. Got a big table and stuff. Not getting to magic, but I've got 5 decks by. Not getting to magic. I've got a load of cards. If you're gonna get magic cards from that thing, and you're not getting into magic, if you get a certain boosters, I can trade you for some 3D prints. I can trade you cards for print time. Because I'm obsessed with the Bloomburrow set. You was into magic. Okay. Too expensive? Yeah, no, absolutely, I get that. I don't play competitively or even, semi-competitively. Doing the booster draft the other week was the first time I've done it, and it was fun. I enjoy booster drafts because everyone's on a bit more of a level playing field. But no, like standard Magic, I'm out. No, completely not. Kitchen table Magic, absolutely love it. But yeah, no. No, Bloomburrow brought me back just because I saw there was a squirrel deck, and I've always wanted a squirrel deck, and it was a necromancer squirrel deck. I'm like, yay, undead squirrels, fantastic. I really hope they go back and do more with Bloomburrow because it got so many people enthused about it, and they're cute woodland animals. Of course they're cool. Gave my rare file to my nephew years ago and he sold them. Oh no. Yeah, casual commander. I mean, I'm in for casual commander. But as soon as there's a whiff of competitiveness, I'm out. Is that all the gold? I think it is. It's all the gold on that one. Right, last one of gold, and then we'll see what the time is. We've got 40 minutes roughly of stream left. Point the camera at the dog's head rather than his butt. There we go. I don't know what the next stage would be. Probably the cloaks, I think. That would make sense. Have to go. No worries, Arknace. Thank you very much for coming and swinging by stream. And hopefully we'll see you next time. You have a lovely evening. Alright. I don't think I'm going to make these have red cloaks because otherwise they're not going to have any blue on them that go with the city colour scheme. And it makes sense if the king is different with the red cloak. But I feel like I want these to have blue cloaks, and then it would tie in a little bit better with the blue dragon scale, the light blue dragon scales. Au revoir, bonne nuit. I think that's right. Munchie, what was the, if you're still there, what was the vehicle you were going to bring to the bolt action? Or what's your vehicle that you're going to have it for future games? I'm very intrigued to what your your force will bring. Make nice dismounted dragon Prince of Roxas. Yeah, they would actually. That's a very good idea. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very cool. Have you seen the knights for the diorama? I've got 3 of them. They're not up in the store yet, but they will be probably this week. As long as they're up there in time for Salute, it's fine. You got your tractor that you run as a Lanchester 6x4 Tetarch. I recognise some of those words. Is it like an armoured car or an actual tank? I love the fact that you're running a tractor. Tiny parachute tank. Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah. I love the fact that you're doing it with the tractor. Are you going to put the minesweepy things on the front? Because then you could call it the old ball and chain. Manchester is an armoured car. Oh, okay. I'm going to feel really bad if I'm the only one that actually turns up with a legitimate tank rather than an armoured car. Yeah, you've got to put the mine thingies on the tractor and call it the old ball and chain. I think tomorrow's job is finishing these. Oh no, actually, I've got a Horus Heresy commission that I need to paint and film, which will probably be the next Patreon tutorial. I think probably. It won't be. I think 6+ as a Matilda. A Matilda too. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. I think I outgun a Matilda. Maybe. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to armoured vehicles. Crusader. Mine's the Crusader Mark III with a medium anti-tank gun. Which again is not the right theatre of war for European, but neither was the the Blacker Bombard. Oh well. I think my list is actually a North Africa theatre, but I'm not painting them like that. Who cares for fun? Yep, absolutely. I outgun him? Yes. I did look at the comment actually, but I just like the look of the Crusader, and you can get, I think you get a bit more bang for your buck for it. Especially upgrading it with the medium anti-tank. Because when we do session 5, wherever the anti-tank gun is, I'm going to have 2 medium anti-tank guns on the field. Yeah, one with wheels and one that's fixed. Big boom boom cannons. We go for a Cromwell, bang on 200. Is that inexperienced at 200 or regular at 200. Me and Munchie are talking about bolt action now. Sorry, chat. You're gonna have to deal with this. I was very, very tempted for the final kind of session where you just make it up to 1,000 points to chuck a load of stuff out and take a crocodile flamethrower tank just because it's funny. Regular. Oh, okay. What's the gun on it then for a regular standard Cromwell? I was tempted by the crocodile flamethrower tank. Just because flame tank. It's fun. Right. Just got these bits on the spear to do, and then that is all the gold done. And I think I'll throw the blue cloak in. I loved how happy you were when your mortar finally killed someone during that other game in the last session. Shermans are actually, yeah, I was looking at Shermans, but to actually make them worth taking, they're over points because they've got all the extra, like they catch fire easily and weak sides and things like that. I think when you pump points into them, they're really good, but they're standard, just straight off the factory, cheap points. They're just too much of a liability. Hits on 6 and 5. Oh my god, yeah. You had such bad luck with that mortar when you were against me. Right, blue. We need to throw some blue in, and we're gonna do that with High Lord Blue. This is the paint that I've been using for all of the cloaks and the tower tops and things like that. I'm not doing the whole cloak with this because I'm leaving the scale part. We're going to do that in a lighter blue. So I'll just be a little careful. Fortunately, the speed paint will run quite nicely right up to the edge of the scales and fill in those gaps. Val took the sniper. Yeah, no, I've just ordered because it's in my full list. At some point they'll be added in, but I've just ordered from Dave the British special unit upgrade thing, the thing that we were looking at last time. That comes with the sniper and the ghillie suit, the anti-tank gun, and I think a light mortar, which might have been the set that you got. I can't remember. But I was just going to 3D print the sniper, but I thought I'll just get some options. It's cheap from the store and it supports the shop. The weapons pack, yeah. I was thinking about some sort of flame weapon to deal with the snipers. Yeah, the issue with that is you've got to get them close. I think with if you took like a jeep or like a transport jeep and a single flamethrower team, threw them in the jeep, rev the jeep up as close as you can, and throw them out and let rip. Maybe a good way to use them. But they're devastating for pin markers. Oh, the flamethrower troops. Okay. Then we've got some. Oh, do I do blue there? Yeah, sure. Flame tanks. Yeah, I know. That's why I was looking at the crocodile. That crocodile's sick. Is it the crocodile? I think it's the crocodile. Yeah, I mean, the crocodile flame tank would make very short work of any snipers. That's the other thing I want. £25 howitzer. Croc for the UK, Zippo for the US. Yeah. I was tempted to take instead of the Crusader or instead of the Wolverine. I was thinking about a priest with a howitzer, but I like having a tank called a Wolverine, and I bought it just because of that. And it's also a plastic kit. I didn't want some of the older metal resin vehicles. Those things are mental. How big of a gun can we mount on a universal character? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see that thing that, you take troops around. Can we just not do the troop thing and put a big cannon on it, please? Yeah, do that. I get the feeling that thing just erases directions. I'd like to shoot to the west, please. Okay, west is now gone. Oh, I missed some of the gold there. That's annoying. Buy my buildings, yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing some proper big games of bolt action. Afternoon, full-on afternoon games. I know Dave wants to do a D-Day landing massive game. The Forward Observer, yeah. Yeah, I'm intrigued. Throughout all the games that we had last time, completely forgot to use the Army Special rule of getting that extra shot. Every time, absolutely forgot about it. I don't have time. 20 minutes. Okay. Oh, I'm getting hungry, man. I'm currently on a diet to lose weight, which is going very well, but I am always hungry. You took the close combat one for laugh. Yeah, didn't you use that against me? Oh no, you tried to charge and then there was something that said you couldn't. I couldn't remember why. You tried to charge in our game and there was a thing. Something happened. Order check or something like that. Oh, charging out of cover. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, because you couldn't get the full range on it, could you? Are you going to upgrade some of your units to regular instead of inexperienced, just to give them a bit more staying power? Or are you going full law and have them all inexperienced? Oh, this is tight. I have to touch up some gold in a minute. No, I think we're good. You don't care? Yes! Wonderful. Ah, missed some gold. Missed more gold. Okay, 3 down. I think I can maybe get all the cloaks done before we finish. Maybe bits of vet stuff, but mainly inexperienced when I can do flavour. Mannering style, yes. Have they done the updated 3rd edition rules for the Dad's Army? Or is it still stuck in 2nd? So I'm assuming that will probably be in the Armies of Great Britain book when that comes out. If it's not already out. Yeah, when is the Armies of GB? Because I wouldn't mind picking that up. I was tempted to pick up the German one just because it'd be nice to have. I'm trying desperately not to go all in on bolt action. GB book is 3rd quarter 25. Oh, okay. Yeah, because they've done... The German one's out. They're just about to release the US one. Tiny bit round the top here. I really hope we do another Escalation League for bot action. US was a bit earlier than stated release, so so is Germany. So think July, August. Yeah, hopefully that'd be cool. Hey. Just finished Dark Angel thanks to your guide. You find painting fun again? Yeah. Awesome. That's really, really nice to hear. That's really, really nice to hear. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm really glad you're finding the tutorial helpful. That is precisely why I'm doing these. Why I'm running the Patreon, and it's not the only reason, but it's why I do this style of painting. Is it going to win awards? No. Is it going to get people painting again? Yes. It's meant to be fun. Just because you can't see it, but the Twitch chat is saying welcome back to painting. I've just realised I'm painting these Stormcast colours. Golden blue. Totally didn't realise. Now that you mention it, Blue Cities, yeah, they are very much Stormcast, aren't they? Yeah, totally didn't realise. That's fine. People look at see the models from across the row and go, oh my god, there's Stormcast over there, and they'll come closer, and then they'll fall into my trap. Bahaha. Just like I planned. To be fair, if these are the first things they see on the diorama, then the demons aren't doing their job. Velreth, hey, how's it going? Ullum, did you... Sorry, I assume I'm saying that right. I hope that I'm saying your name right. Did you find the PDF guide like fairly straightforward to follow? I'm always looking for feedback on things like that. So I want to make it as accessible as possible. Between the videos and the PDFs, I hope I've made them as easy to understand and easy to follow as possible. I haven't been doing the bits around the waist. Going as good as possible? Good. Good. They're Dragon Princes. Yeah, no, I'm cool with it. They're definitely Dragon Princes. To be fair, their actual official name is Order of the Dragon. So, you know. Ten minutes to go. Can I do the last one? I think I can. That figures, yeah, right. It did, yeah. The video really helped though. Oh, awesome. Okay, good. That's good. Yeah, I was releasing them like that because I know that people work or like to learn differently, like through different mediums. But it's nice to have them complement each other. So if there's a bit, especially with speed paint, where the direction of the brush or how much is physically on the brush actually really matters. to the and can change the finished result quite drastically. It's quite nice to have like a real-time example. Good, good. I'm glad. Well, I've got plenty more planned for the Patreon. Especially after Salute. My God, after Salute, I'm hitting it hard because I'm hoping that the Patreon will take over from the print shop as my main income, and as soon as that happens, I can put all the time in the world to it. As soon as I can justify it becoming my full-time focus, I'm going to be very, very happy. Munchie, did a Dragonborn from XD&D character with Speedpaints. Gravelord Grey makes a great black Dragonborn skin tone. Yeah. Gravelord Grey is one of the ones that I go through the most because it is so useful. I use it. I'm not for the Salute diorama because I wanted to show off some of the metallics, but I usually do all of my metal with Gravelord Grey as a base, and then work it from there. In fact, all of the Space Marine tutorial that Ullum has just been working on, it's a Dark Angel one, but you start doing the armor with Gravelord Grey. And I've used that same method for all three of the Marines that I do: Blood Angels, Dark Angels, and what's the other one? Oh, Space Wolves. All of them have a Gravelord Grey base. It's so good. It's so good. I love that paint. You can actually use it depending on the skin tone. You can use it as a basis for skin tone as well. That you've got to be a little bit more careful with, and you've got to do a little bit of dry brushing, but it is possible. I had some white around here somewhere. I think it's dried. Reach, Frodo. There we go. Oh, you've got 1.0, right? Yeah. I never played with the 1.0 speed paints, but I heard all the issues about them. I was very fortunate in the fact that someone in the old community bought me the entire Speedpaint 2.0 set, like the whole collection, and it's what I've been using for work ever since. Any kind of painting, I just use it. It took over contrast for me because I find them a little bit more versatile than contrast because they're slightly runnier. You can use them as filters a little bit more. Right, it's 5-2. Oh, hang on, I've missed some gold. It's 5-2. I've got all of the gold and the blue done, and I don't really want to start anything new just for the sake of 5 minutes. So we're gonna call it there. But we've got them all to this point. This is like breaking the back of these models. It's the armor and the blue cloaks. So we've got 6 of them like that. This one has a very, very cool pose because he's charging a demon down some stairs, and it's very, very cool. But you'll have to either come to Salute or wait for the video and photos to see that when it's all done. Right, guys, gals, non-binary pals, thank you very much for coming and hanging out. It's been lovely chatting to you all. I'm legitimately so happy that there are people in the chat that are finding the Patreon content useful. That means a lot to me. That really does. And I hope you continue to find that useful and continue to support. Speaking of, if any of you wanted to support the channel, support me and my artwork and tutorials and things like that, Patreon is the best way of doing that. If you're on Twitch, don't bother about Twitch subs. I used to focus on that massively when I was streaming a lot, but I stream hopefully once a week, usually once a fortnight. You get a lot more content and a lot more bang for your buck over on Patreon. You get the tutorials and sneak peeks and little things like that. Can you remember Dynasty Warriors? Oh yeah, they are very Dynasty Warriors actually. Yeah, that's very true. Oh, I used to play the crap out of Dynasty Warriors. Okay, but until next week, in which case I will be probably painting more of the same stuff for the diorama. We're going to call it there. So I'm just going to raid into. I don't know where the brand's on actually. I don't think he's on. If he's on, we'll go and raid. If not, we'll just end it there. I don't think he's on. He is not. Oh, he is on. Yeah, he's just started. Cool. Right. Okay. Hang around for the raid. YouTube, I'm going to stop the stream now. So thank you very much, and I will bid you adieu and see you soon.